So welcome ladies and gentlemen, today we are sitting down once again and we're going to be talking about PES 2018. So I'm going to be going through gameplay, okay, not off the field, we're talking on the field type gameplay for PES 2018. What improvements do I want to see? I'm also going to be putting out an article on PESuniverse.com soon. I put out something on Twitter about what you guys wanted to see, what kind of improvements, and I've got a little article I think that's going to be quite fun that I'm going to put out there. But today we're going to start off with it. We're going to start off with number one. Let's dive right into it. So the first thing is set pieces. Okay, I want to see them revamped. It's as simple as that. I am now officially bored of the way PES has done the set pieces. You know, they introduced this little directional guide thing, you know, like that. I mean, literally like that. And it's boring. I know you can turn it off, but if you turn it off, then you literally don't know where you're aiming. And I haven't got the time to practice all day and all night. So I want to see a completely revamped set piece system. You know, FIFA did it with FIFA 17. They changed it up. Some of it's good, some of it I'm not a fan of, to be fair. They could have just left the way certain things were, but I think PES has to change it. I mean, the corners are the same, the free kicks are the same. It's boring, it really is. So I just want to see something different. How? I don't know. You know, that's why they're paid money to make these games. Come out with a new way to make these free kicks far more entertaining to take. More options. I don't know, you know, I know they have the second player and the third player as an option, but give some alternatives as well. And there's also, it's pretty difficult to sometimes remember what the combinations are to add a second player and a third player. So yeah, number one, I want to see the set pieces from all over the place, revamped, mix it up, because I'm officially very bored of them. Number two is a pretty big point, okay? Last year or this year, there was a big flaw in the game, and that was crosses. Every single goal, the majority of them come from crosses. All you need is a huge player, someone like Traore, stick him online, whip those corners in and crosses, and or more crosses than corners, and you'll score headers all day, 9 times out of 10. So the crossing needs to be nerfed. Now, I don't know if it's a crossing issue or it's a stat issue. It's one or the other. Either way, they've got to balance it out because it's coming a bore fest because everyone has the same game plan. Get it down the flanks. If you've got Messi, if you've got Ronaldo, then obviously you're going to do it anyway. Whip them in to a big player up top, and he's going to score the headers. He's going to win them 9 times out of 10. And you sit there getting pissed off and frustrated the whole time. So crosses have to be fixed. Don't care how you do it, Konami, but please sort them out. And for the love of God, please do not fix the crosses and then go and bugger up something else. And instead of crossing this year, or for PES 2018, we're going to have something totally different, like maybe there's a through ball bug or something. Just don't add more bugs, get rid of the ones that we don't want, and we'll be fine. There we go, number two. Number three is the AI. I'm adamant with this one because I keep saying it every single year. It's still not tough enough. And, you know, people will say, well, put it on manual and put it on this. Look, I'm doing this from a strategic default setting standpoint, okay? You put the game in, you play it. That's how I'm analysing all these points. Yeah, you can dumb down the pass assist and you can do this and you can do that. But let's be honest, online, no one does that. No one plays manual online. You play on default or you put it up to 2 and 3 because you can't be asked to play on 1. But anyway, the AI is not good enough still, and it's not just that, it's they're not good enough, but then they have their cheating moments, and it's this happening and that happening. You know, let's be honest, we've all been there. We've all been there where we're playing a game against the AI, it's going all swimmingly, it's 2-1, you've got 30 minutes left, whatever. Suddenly the AI is through on goal, they have one shot, they score, it's 2-2, you've got about 5 minutes left, you keep having chances, you can't score. The AI goes through, they have another one single chance and they score and they win 3-2. I mean, come on. That's what I mean. You can't have it so that there's 3 shots for the AI and they score 3 goals and you have 15 and you score 2. No, that rarely ever happens in football. You know, very, very rarely. It does happen, yes, but very, very rarely. So please fix the AI and sort that out. Make them just I know it's difficult to do. I'm not saying it's easy, but they have to make him play more human-like. It's as simple as that. I don't want to see him do ultra ticka goal, but I don't want to see him doing stupid mistakes as well. I want to see a variety. I think that's the word. Variety is the spice of life. So please, the AI, fix it. Superstar on PS4 was far too easy. I had to put a gameplay patch on PC to make it more fun, more entertaining, and more of a challenge. But you know what? That brings me into my next point, number 4, which is, drum roll please. No, we don't need a drum roll. It's the team spirit, okay? Team spirit. I am still, it's a mixed bag for me, okay? I don't know if they should just get rid of it. You know why? Because it would make the game not as easy. Because let's be honest, you're playing Master League, it's been a couple of seasons, your spirit's now up to a 95. Who's going to beat you? Absolutely no one. So you're forced to play players just to put the team spirit down. So you know what, actually, this is an option right here that I've just thought of. I've had a bit of a brain fart, bit of a brainwave. Team spirit, they should have an option, alright? Before you even start Master League, turn it on or turn it off. There we go, and then we can make a decision. And maybe at the end of the season, if you want to turn it on, you can. Probably wouldn't be able to do that because of the programming. But there we go, simple as that. Have an on or an off. If you want to play Master League without Team Spirit, and it's just, you know what, I honestly thought the game was better without Team Spirit. I think Team Spirit has ruined it. I think it's made the game easier. I think it was more of a challenge when they did not have that in the game. And online would be more fun as well without it. That's what I'm saying. FIFA doesn't have it, and I don't think there's that much of an issue with the AI. So, honestly, Team Spirit, I don't want it anymore. But if you're going to keep it in the game, Konami, let's have a bit of an option. On or off, and there we go. That moves me into my next point. Number 5 is the pass support, okay? Level pass support. A tough topic, I know, but I still think it's too much scripted, assisted nonsense on pass support 1. You know, I mean, look, most people that play PES are pretty decent. They're the older minority, the older generation, to be fair. So I still think have somewhere between off and 1 as a pass support, Konami, because I still think 1's just too easy. You could literally play blindfolded like this. Close your eyes. Just close them right now and hit X. And you score a goal. You wouldn't score a goal. Don't be silly. You wouldn't score a goal. But you keep the ball. You keep the ball. You work out the field because it's too assisted. I don't want pass support 1. I want pass support 0.5. Okay. We don't need manual because that's going to take people and they're not going to enjoy the game. But I want to see it in between. It's too assisted. Let me know if you don't agree with me, but I think it's too assisted and the pass support still needs to be dumbed down. Because you know what as well, and that's a lot of you know whats, but you know what? It will be far more entertaining online when you play someone and the game's not doing it for you and it's a little bit more of a challenge because Team Spirit isn't there either. So there we go. That's 2 points in 1. Next up is number 6, and that is going to be shooting. Shooting. I don't think there's enough variety still. I still don't think there's enough variety. And remember, we're talking default settings here, guys, okay? So, you put it on basic. You're playing basic. The shooting basically, and that's in the word basic, has 3 ways of scoring. You know, you've got the left, you've got the middle, you've got the right. There's not really an in-between, you know, and there needs to be more variety from the shooting. I still don't think the curling is natural. It looks ridiculous. It curls way too much. You know, how many David Beckhams do we have? You know, Roberto Carlos, when he used to hit it with the outside of his boot. That's how much bend we have in it. How many of them do we have in the game? A lot. A lot. So I think the shooting has to be varied more. I don't care how. It's something to do with the physics. The physics aren't right for me. They're right at certain points and they're not right at some points. And they've got to go in there and tweak that. Tweak the physics, Konami, and it will be fine. It will be fine. But I want to see a lot more variety with the way people shoot the ball. Inside of the boot, outside of the boot, you know, the laces, the side foot, whatever. But you need to make the ball move more. You need to have different places the ball can go in the goal because it's just the same. It's the same old story. And that moves me on to my final point for this one, because I don't want to make this video too long and I want to still hear your thoughts below. And this isn't really on the field as such, but it is still gameplay related. and it's the general atmosphere of the match types. There's not enough je ne sais quoi, as they say. You know, there's just not enough. What's the word I'm looking for? I mean, I just said a whole bunch of words, but there's not enough just action going on. You know, players around the field, maybe substitutes warming up, managers on the sideline shouting out things. You know, different chants coming from the stadiums. Even when you score a goal sometimes, it seems dead in the stadium. Flares, have them coming out. Now, I know that if you do play in different regions on PES, like Argentina, Brazil, those leagues, yeah, they do bring the flares out. But still, you know, let's have some drumming going in a match, in a big match between Inter and AC Milan, Man United, City. I don't know, something. Just, there needs to be a little bit more life. That's the one we're looking for. Life in the stadium. Like I say, substitutes warming up, managers making decisions. Maybe the odd cutscene where the manager comes up to the player and he gives him a little bit of a belter in the ear, tells him to get his ass moving. Now, I know they can't do that because they haven't got the licenses for manager, but it's just an example. More life gives you a little bit more excitement when you're playing. Now, edit mode may give you the option to add chants, who knows? That will obviously help, as long as they're not on the loop and they don't sound ridiculously canned. But yeah, that also does sort of need to be given a little bit of a boost. And actually, there's one final point, a bonus point that I completely forgot, and this should definitely be on the list. Referees. Yes, the referees are not good enough. We know that. They haven't been good enough ever since probably the early 2000s. They've been a bit of a shambles. So they need to reprogram these referees, because you can still get away with murder. You can still absolutely annihilate someone from behind and then just sort of leave the ball, don't go near it really quickly while the AI get it, and then you can play on and the referee's not going to care. Or he's going to give you a yellow later when it should have been a red. So the refereeing does need to be sorted. Pre-program something. Konami can't seem to find the balance with the referees. It's either too lenient or too strict, or just that's it. I mean, get it right. If you want to make the odd mistake, referees, that's fine. But, yeah, I don't like it. And you know, also what I don't like is that elbow animation, you know, where the players run into the player's elbow. I've had a few players sent off for that. Ridiculous, because they won the ball first, and it's just a canned animation. So, yeah, there's some niggles there that we know need to be sorted. Will it happen? That's the question, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? But there we have it. 8 points, 8 of my gameplay points that I want to see improve. Leave yours below. There's going to be a lot of them, I know, but we can still make a little bit of a list. As I say, I'm going to put out a bit of a PES Universe article for you guys to have a read. So go on Twitter, reply to my post about that, because you may be featured on the article. If you want to be, there's your chance. But we'll be back very shortly. Yes, I am still around with FIFA Career Mode. I've just been off out and about with the missus and all that fun stuff. But we'll be back very, very shortly with Master League. A lot more content to come. And until next time, take care.